Management Committee.
Hello everyone.
So the Garden of Tane Reserve Management Plan was approved by the Council in 2010, a bit of a hiatus after that, and the committee appointed in late 2012. So we've been running for 9 years now. What we took on as a committee was this huge area in Akaroa that was like the lost garden of Halligan, one of our members used to say, completely overgrown, tracks so muddy you could hardly walk on some of them. People didn't like going in there. They said it was too dark and gloomy, but totally beautiful place. And what we have done as a local committee is we have slowly nibbled away at that, and we are just about there now on enacting that reserve management plan. We had no budget assigned by the council to start with. We got a small budget by coming here and making submissions. Then we got a more generous budget after that. And what we've done sitting at our side out in Akaroa, we've done all the showing around of contractors. We've done all the setting out of what the jobs are that need to be done. We've done all the sequencing of how to achieve it. And then Stephen, who's been great, Stephen Gray again as our project manager back here in council, writing out the purchase orders. We then check, have the jobs been done properly, and let him know, to authorise payment. So we have saved the council heaps of time and money coming out to Akaroa, but we also tackled this huge problem and project in a very steady and logical way, and we've tapped into local contractors and we've tapped into local knowledge, and we've done it in a way that's incredibly sympathetic with Akaroa. And now we are the venue for the premier event in Akaroa, Lumiere, that will be taking place on May the 22nd. So similar really to the Robinsons Bay submission. First of all, we'd like to thank you for the capital funding that you have given us, and we'd like to thank Stephen. We would like to support the ongoing budget that is in the long-term plan for the next couple of years, but we want to draw your attention to the fact that there's now 100k 10 years down the track in 2030, a big lump down there. That's not helpful for working and keeping a small committee like us motivated. We'd like to see that chunked out, 10k per year. That's enough for us to really economically use that money to make sure that that garden is looked after properly. So spread it over 10 years. You'll keep us all super motivated, because having 10k to spend is great. Having nothing for 9 years and then a huge lump, that doesn't fit in with how local committees work. We do request a carry forward on our current funding for this year. If we don't manage to spend it, we have been held up by a requirement to do public consultation on a playground that we're developing. We were only informed about that at the 11th hour. Also, we keep getting held up by signage. We've been doing our own distinct signage in the Garden of Tane. It's so popular, people have put it on TripAdvisor. How many council reserve signs are on TripAdvisor? So we'd like the freedom to just get on with what we're doing and not have staff members coming going, oh, that doesn't meet council sign standards. Just give us our head and let us get on with it.
It's also on our mandate.
And it is in our reserve management plan that things should be unique and reflect the Akaroa character. And then finally, as I said to you on my other submission, we would really like that maintenance level clarified again. A huge amount of money has been put into this place, and we've really benefited from those local staff that you employed. John Fitch comes to our meeting, the Banks Peninsula Ranger. He's wonderful. And he'll do jobs in the garden, but it's all ad hoc. There's no proper agreement. And ditto, the local community park staff, wonderful. It's so nice now. You can bump into them in the street and you go, oh, Patty, there's a tree down in the Garden of Tane. Oh, I'll deal with that. It's back. It's wonderful. It's how things used to be. But we need that formal agreement. What do we do? What do they do? And then just a couple of other points that we did want to make. Financial powers. We're currently planning a beautiful carving of a Tane to be the final piece in the Garden of Tane. We don't have a bank account anymore because our Garden of Tane one got shut. So therefore we're having to use a third-party organisation as our fundraising vessel, and that's just weird. So we do want that bank account issue sorted out. And finally, please don't close the Akaroa Service Centre. We need to run down there to do things like get keys, and we really like dealing with local people because they know what we're talking about. We don't like ringing up here, getting stuck on hold for ages, and then getting somebody who hasn't got a clue what the Garden of Tane is and given the runaround here at Civic. We want to deal with our own staff out there. So happy to take questions.
All right, anything on Garden of Tane? All right, so now, Suky, let's move into your